What's up, fish community? Welcome back to another Tanks Console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the Waffenträger E100, a tier 10 German TD, which that's not really that important for this replay. But no, in this video, I'm going to show you what happens when a light tank actually spots for their team. It's not going to be my light tank. We have 3 light tanks on my team and 3 on the enemy teams. I can tell you right now, our light tanks are going to be, my light tanks on the green team are going to be absolutely useless, and on the blue-purple team, on the enemy team, they're going to be fantastic. And one of them spots over 12,000 damage. And this is what happens when you actually have a light tank. Now, look at that. I just got really outspotted, like really far, because it's a Manticore. And I'm guessing the Manticore's over there in E6 or E7. It pushed up and just started spotting us. And, like, I'm already lost 600 hit points. Something like that. 800? But anyway, I will tell you the crew and equipment I have on my tank on my Waffenträger E100. Because I know people like to copy my loadout. So I have advanced optics, advanced concealment, advanced gunling drive, and enhanced target info. My crew has 9 skills at 6 sense, situational awareness, green thumb, silent driving, camouflage expertise, mobile shot, rapid loading, born leader, and deadeye. Now, all the camouflage perks I have on my tank are actually saving me from getting too outspotted. Also, there's the Manticore, and apparently I'm running down to 634 hit points. Now, our light tanks are in G1 and J1. They're not spotting. They're not spotting the hill. They're not spotting the middle. They're just down there with a heavy tank. And you know where there are 3 light tanks? They're out spotting us because we're just getting shot up. Not just me. People around me are just getting shot up also. And we're going to lose because we're just getting outspotted and we can't see anything. Like, on the enemy team, there's like 3 or 4 tanks lit up. And that's it. Our entire team's probably lit up. Like, we just lost an E4 and a Concept 1B. And I'm about to die at 219 hit points. And my light tanks are just sitting in G1. This is what happens when you have terrible light tanks. Just terrible light tanks. Also, Malnufka is a really good light tank map. And these 3 light tanks are just throwing their tanks away. They really are. They're letting their team down, and they're setting their team up for failure. So now, if you look on the mini-map, our 3 light tanks are actually pushing up. They're not tier 8s, they're tier 10s. Just think about that. There's tier 10s and tier 9 there. Okay? Well, the Sheridan just, on our team, just took out an E75. And, yeah. Luckily, they're out there doing whatever they're doing on our light tanks. We just lost our Sheridan, which is our tier 10 light tank. And he's gone. Now, there's the E3. There's the Valor, Unskinned Valor. I actually had to push over here because I kept losing too much hit points. There goes our Manticore, our other tier 10 light tank. And we just lost version 5. And there goes our G-Sor. We're out of light tanks. We just lost all 3 of our light tanks very quickly. And now we have absolutely no eyes. And now we're just going to get picked apart because their enemy team is just going to outspot us, and we're just going to get ripped apart. Even I have 1,784 spot assists. It's actually pretty decent. And luckily, I have like advanced concealment and all my camo perks on this tank, so I can actually be somewhat hidden in the Waffenträger E100, because the Waffenträger E100 has terrible concealment. And there's a Sturzfang right there, 103B. I'm just going to clip out the Sturzfang 103B. Sad I don't have the other gun, because I would be able to clip that guy out with the other gun. Now, just got spotted up. Now I'm kind of scared. Our Leopard prototype is getting shot up right there. And I'm a big target with 219 hit points. I'm not gonna last. And I die. I'm actually gonna stay on this replay until it ends. Like, the Manticore just took out our Sturz 103B. We just lost our Leopard prototype SCB-1, the Chieftain Mark 6, the Projetta 66. Just because our light tanks were terrible. This team just got steamrolled. Our team just got steamrolled because light tanks. This is how important light tanks can be. Spot assist is everything. Yeah, pretty much. Spot assist is almost as important as damage dealt or getting kills. Spot assist is really, really important. And this just shows you how important it is. We just lost our other Sturz 103B, and we got one more TD. And they're about to get taken out. They're not going to last. The enemy team lost 4 tanks. They even lost 2 of their light tanks. They still had their Manticore still up. I think it's their Manticore still up. And, yeah. We have a Jaegeru E100. Yep, it's the Manticore. And the Jaegeru is not even going to last. Goodbye, Jaegeru. I think the Manticore spotted 12,000 assists. It was something crazy. And this is why spot assists, this is why light tanks are so important. Like, the Manticore only did 1,325 damage, but it did 12,489 spot assists. Our 3 light tanks, our Manticore did nothing. Pinned 1 shot. Our Sheridan did nothing. Pinned 1 shot. Our G-Sor got 341 assists. Pinned 1 shot. That's what happened. That's how we lost. That's how we got steamrolled. Because our 3 light tanks were completely terrible on a light tank map. And their light tanks, the enemy team's light tanks, actually did their jobs. And that gave them the victory. We got steamrolled because their light tanks did what they were supposed to do. So, yeah. I hope y'all keep that in mind. Because if you're playing light tanks, go spot. Go spot for your team. So you can actually win. And light tanks are fun. Go spot. That's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Also remember to fish because we're and peace out. See ya.